So, recently I did a 2-week block out in Croatia. I played with the hardest racket, the Prestige Pro. I don't know what I was thinking, guys, getting this racket. I mean, it's clean. The ball striking is also clean, but it's impossible to use. I was getting moved around on the clay and I couldn't hit it past the service line. I'm not really quite sure why I thought it was a good idea for match play. Obviously, training wise, hitting wise, when it's in the slot, I don't think a racket could hit better than the Prestige Pro. If any of you guys have tried it, let me know in the comments. Luckily, I switched rackets quite quickly after buying these ones and I got these sold. I now use the Wilson blade. I used that recently in my matches in Portugal, where I took on ATP 700 and had a 4-love lead in the second set. That is the next video that's coming up. Let's get to this match in Croatia. So I'm up against an Italian in today's match. I knew already that he was a lefty. He was really spinning the ball and I noticed he was doing it to my backhand. This is the issue I was stating before. I was hitting the ball very short, very low, and it's definitely the racket. It's so wooden. It's like, I was kind of complaining to my friend, it was like using a rounders bat. I wasn't really getting anything on the ball, and you can't really see from the footage, but I'm really having to arm and use my body to generate the power, because I wasn't getting anything with my legs and with the bounce. It's an insanely stiff racket and it rewards clean early contact, but when the ball is being fizzed around the court by someone who's using the racket head speed like he is, and I assume also it's increased from being a lefty, I found it really difficult with this match from the get-go and I wasn't feeling too confident. I think also naturally, whenever you try a new racket out, you're always going to feel not too good on court the first few times in matches, and yeah, this was definitely one of those times. I'm already nearly 4-love down and my head, my mental space, it's not looking good, and I couldn't really find any answers looking back. I was trying to play the baseline game, but that wasn't working because the Prestige rewards attacking play, taking the ball early and playing quite fast, controlling the tempo, but that isn't really my game style, and I guess I figured that out. It's like an identity crisis because I played in Egypt and obviously got my ranking as shown in the previous video, but then I'm playing Cedar guy the next round and he's beating me from the baseline, so then I kind of go back a step and I'm like, okay, do I want to play like this moving forward? So that's kind of the motivation for the switch, and looking back I think it's a case of just get better at it. I watched it back and actually the quality of shot wasn't good enough in Egypt. I wasn't putting enough on the ball, I wasn't moving the opponent around, so it's not completely ignore the game style, it's just get much better, get much more. It's really hard to explain, but I just wasn't putting any pressure on and I was making a lot of balls in, but that isn't enough, and I'm kind of doing the same here, so I'm already a set down. I mean, I'm playing some flashy points, and this is what I kind of mean with this racket. You can play some really good tennis with it and some flashy points, but in terms of like keeping a level over the period of a match, this is not the racket for that. I kind of stepped my level up a bit here though, as you can see. I'm definitely playing with a faster tempo. I'm using the racket's advantages on court, and yeah, just missed it in the net. I actually struggled keeping a quick tempo. I kind of like to wait for the ball. I like to maneuver the ball and position it where I like it, rather than let's take this at the top of the bounce, let's make sure we rush the net. That definitely is not my style. And this guy did a really good job of targeting the backhand. As you can see throughout the match, I'm not getting the shape and depth on the backhand. much less in the forehand anyway, and he's obviously utilising that. He's realised that, and these players will see that. It was quite strange because the backhand is usually a weapon of mine, so to see it get just destroyed was a strange feeling. It's usually before, when I've had issues with the forehand, been that kind of shot that's been losing me points, not the backhand side. So it definitely was a strange experience. And I think now if I had the blade, I obviously would be able to hit the ball here a lot deeper, and I was able to do that in Portugal, which was not long after this tournament. Great shot there. I mean, that's exactly what I mean. You can hit some really good shots with it, shots that you couldn't hit with another racket. But that's not match tough. I think I've made, like, I think I've done like what, 4 winners, but then how many unforced have I done? I've gone 6-1 down, so obviously something is going wrong here. So the trajectory is really poor. I think it's quite good having it court level because you can really see just how low the ball is, and I guess for him it must be quite nice because he's on clay and he's been given a ball that's right in the hitting zone. So as you see, we weren't able to get the win. I got destroyed, to be honest. I think I wasn't really surprised. I travelled to Croatia obviously the day before, and we got on court. And the moment I started hitting, it felt extremely difficult. I think I trained on acrylic concrete courts, so the ball is relatively low, it's not too high, and then you get on the clay and he was all over me, to be honest. I think he was moving me around, mainly to my backhand side, and there wasn't really much I could do about it. I thought my actual tennis was of a high level and I was happy with the quality of my shot, but I was doing the most I could. There was no depth. It wasn't really stressing him out, and you find out these things. I obviously didn't know this before buying the Prestige. I thought that it was the right decision. I think because I'd struggled with finishing points, so I maybe have gone too far the other way and going with the Prestige, which is great for clean striking, but for a match you can't rely on constant winners and quick paced points, especially against a lefty on clay. So I'm not too surprised about the score. I'm just glad now that with the Wilson blade that my level is obviously increasing, and that's showing in the matches with the scores as well against these opponents. I think I like the blade because it utilises elements of the head speed and the Prestige. But overall, I wasn't too frustrated. I think I'm testing something out, and that's part of the process. Did what I thought was best. I'm trying to tweak new things, and if anyone knows me, I like to tweak a racket a lot with the weights, everything, string, very picky, very fussy, and it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's great, but other times it gets to your head a bit and you can't quite find that right setup. But now I think I finally found it, which is obviously a good thing. So I think the takeaway from that is have trust in my game, the baseline counterpunch, building up play. That's my game style, not the Prestige Pro, flashy shots, finishing points early. It's not repeatable to do, and that's why I think the score kind of reflected that. I actually hit well and thought I played good tennis, but if you look at how many times I was able to do that over the course of a match, it would have been quite a low amount, to be honest. It's finding that stable level throughout. and I can do that with the baseline game. So sometimes you almost have to drop a level to then go up a level, and I feel like this was definitely the case. So I just can't wait to show you guys my matches from Portugal. I had a really high level first round, and then the same goes for the second round. I played the ATP 729 in the second round, and that was a 3-hour battle. So that'll be up next weekend.